Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today's lesson, inshallah, we're going to be talking about the Arabic alphabets. But before getting in this beautiful lesson, we want first know why is it really important to know and to keep in mind. So, first, any language in the world to be used, it consists of some sentences. And these sentences, if we looked, we will see that consists of some words, and these words consist of some letters, and by these letters, or what we can call alphabets, we can call them also the building units of the words, which can we use these words to make some sentences and communicate with each other. Okay, this is for English, Spanish, any other language, and the same actually for the Arabic language. Arabic language have 29 letters or alphabets, or we can consider them as some new friends to make it easier, inshallah, to keep them in mind. So, while learning Arabic, and not only our mother language or English or any other language, why learning other new language? Because this beautiful language, we can by it recite Quran. We can recite Quran by this beautiful language, as the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did. And by reading Quran well, we will inshallah get into the heaven of Allah, inshallah. So let's start this beautiful lesson. Here we have the Arabic alphabets, those 29 new friends. We're gonna take as much as possible today and continue at the next lessons, inshallah. So starting with the first letter, here we call it Alif. This letter here is called Alif. So repeat after me, because everything gets easier by practicing. So what do we call this letter? It is called Alif. Alif, by comparison, to make it easier, compared to the English alphabet with the letter A. A, for example, in the word apple, it makes the same sound as Alif. So Alif, A, in the word apple. Okay, so what is this letter is called? It is called Alif. Okay, keep it in mind. And we will move to the next three letters. We'll take them by comparison because they actually have the same form, but the little difference is in these dots. These dots right here, and right here, and right here are the only difference between them. So focus, and we will describe them first to make it easier. Okay, here, when we describe them, we will find the common point between them is this little dish right here. Okay, but the difference in these dots. So the first, when we describe it, we will find that there's a little dot, little one dot in the bottom. There is little in the bottom. That's why we call it ba. So one dot in the bottom is called ba. Ba has one dot in the bottom. And comparing to the English alphabet, we can compare it with the letter B. B makes the sound ba. So, for example, the word bat, the same sound as ba in Arabic. And moving to the third letter for today's lesson, we can describe it first to know its name. Okay, we will see the same form, the little dish right here, and it has two dots in the top. So two in the top, that's why we call it ta. Two dots in the top, that's why we call it ta. Okay, so comparing to the English alphabets also, it is similar to the letter T. T in the word tap makes the same sound as ta makes. So last but not least, the letter th. Okay, the letter th have three dots in the top. So by the word three, okay, which describe it, three dots in the top, three That's why we call it tha. So tha, 3 dots, tha. Okay, and we will memorize, or we will make a little conclusion. Let's go and have some examples or some questions after this. Here I'm going to describe the letter, and I want you to tell me the name of this letter. So here we have a long stick or something like the one number compared to the English alphabet by the letter A in the word apple. What do we call this letter? What is the name of this letter? Let's consider the student is called Ahmed. So what can we call this letter Ahmed? And he will say Alif. And this is great. Great. Moving to the next one, have one dot in the bottom. So compared to the English alphabet by the letter B in the word bat. So one dot in the bottom. What do we call this letter? Great. It is called ba. Okay. The third one has 2 dots in the top. 2 dots in the top. Compared with the letter T in the word tab. So 2 dots in the top. What do we call this letter? That's awesome. Great. It is called ta. 2 dots in the top called ta. Here we have 3 dots. 3 dots. What do we call this letter? Great. That's awesome. It is called tha. 3 dots. Tha. Okay. We have a little game, or let's play and memorize what we have taken today by using this enjoyable game. So here we have Ahmed's house, and we have some guests right here. I will highlight some one of them, and you can tell me, may I get him, may he get into your house or no? So starting with, for example, this letter here. Have we taken this letter today? Is it one of our friends or no? Oh, it has 3 dots in the top. Great, it is called tha. It is one of our friend, or of our friends. So we can let him get in. Okay, the second letter here, we will highlight, for example, this letter. Is it one of your friends or no? That's great. We have not taken it for today, so he cannot get in. Okay, what about this letter? This letter has 2 dots in the top. 2 dots in the top. Is it one of our friends? Great. It is called ta, one of our friends. That's great. That's awesome, Ahmed. And I think it is a really good lesson, starting a new language. And we will, inshallah, learn other alphabets in other lessons. See you, inshallah, in the next lesson. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.